Hello, beautiful Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. Let's dive into right away. This is going to be for the full moon in Gemini. I see there is a chunk of money mixed with the tears of joy coming forward. I'm going to mention the importance of this time. This is the last full moon of the year. And this energy is all about communications and blockages in the communication. And there might be also an advancement in the career coming forth. And it's all about letting go of what doesn't serve you here and understand the difference between your truth and what a belief and a fact is. So this time actually going to make you realize that maybe the things that you're holding on to too tightly are just an idea or a belief system that you have. They're not really a truth of the fact or the truth of the planet Earth. You can maybe change your perspective and change your life about them. I see there's a pathway opening here. This can be after the full moon. Maybe you're going to realize there are other options that you can consider. Another thing here is there are a lot of mind chatter you have. This can also be a lot of conversations happening right in front of you or next to you. Maybe like making you focus on the negative rather than seeing what the positive stuff is. Another thing, maybe this can be people actually making a lot of comments about the things that you want to do, which is like a rising as a shark here. Then I see that shark can be some like a scary animal that we can take here. A massive, like a white, I think it's the white shark. White something. I forget what it is. Great white. So that can be like a really paralyzing moment for you. So when you're listening to or giving credit to other people's words rather than your intuitive guidance, your passion, it is seeming like rising like a shark out of the water and stopping you on your tracks, okay? What you can do here is I see that you're turning into a mermaid and swimming away from there instead of like dealing with the shark. That's the best option to do right now because maybe you're not really equipped. You don't have the right equipment or you don't have the mental power right now to deal with it. Or maybe it is not even necessary to deal with it, okay? You need to swim away and leave the shark alone. Shark can also be someone who's vicious, maybe angry, and also impulsive. But when you look at the nature of them, they're really calculative too. But the thing is, they're not like, I feel like sharks are not as sentient as whales or dolphins. So this can be someone who doesn't really consider any other beings or doesn't have really feelings. I don't know if sharks have that kind of like pack mentality. So this can be a lone wolf basically, and if you stay alone or if you stay around them and try to resolve certain things, you might get hurt along the way. I feel like this full moon is also telling you if you cannot solve the communication problems, it's time to just swim away from that environment, okay? Just save yourself first. And then I see here there is a clean slate right away opening when you stop dealing with that. I'm not saying this is actually something new because I feel for some of you, this shark can be someone that you have been dealing with for a while now, okay? Maybe someone, because you're a water sign, Scorpio, you're thinking, okay, they're a water creature too. They have emotional stress as well. Maybe I can be helpful. But I feel like overall, their cold-blooded nature is a little bit different than yours because Scorpio has passion. You have a lot of passion here, and they might not have that within them, okay? And they might be actually being reactive, not really coming from a responsive position here. I see that when you sail away, there's another character here. It kind of looks like a frog jumping out of the water. This can symbolize someone who's actually focused on the progress rather than focusing on like standing still. Okay, they're always focused on the progress and leaping forward, making a difference. So this is going to be, I feel like, much more life-giving to you rather than dealing with someone who's stagnant and who just only eats when they're hungry. I feel like that's what the shark is, and I feel like yes, that's the correct way to go as human nature as well. But it's not about eating. It's about life, living the life when it's pushing you to do something, okay? And I feel like you want to do something bigger and better here. So I see that you're running towards this frog, and this can be a good partnership forming there too. There are two pathways opening. This kind of looks like a highway. You might be traveling at the end of this full moon time, which we have the full moon in the December 20th. So maybe towards that time, which is the Christmas time and the holidays coming forth, maybe it is going to also open up a pathway here for you when you partner up with the frog rather than the shark, and this will give you a chance to maybe go to somewhere that you haven't go to for a while now, or you want to go to but you're delaying that. Another thing I see here is there's a woman, a passionate woman, and there's a male figure right next to them. There's a child also. This can be merging of like a family coming together. And another thing here is some of you might be manifesting a romance here. The child, the baby energy can symbolize maybe this has been something that you had experienced with somebody in the past, but it didn't really move forward. This person might come in. It's just stayed in the baby stage. The relationship never matured. So it can also be someone, it doesn't have to be like a past relationship. It can be someone that you're flirting, you're maybe saying hi and bye, and but the thing is you never get to open up to each other. This can also catch up some fire here maybe towards the end of this full moon phase, maybe get to the new moon stuff. Let's dive into the saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. I already see like a circle here, that Fibonacci number. I mean the shape, I don't know the name number, but I know there's a shape like a Fibonacci shape there. Kind of looks like snail's shell. There are two desires coming back to back, guys. One of them is going to be for the long term. The first one can be maybe a small thing that you desire. This can be maybe, I want to get a new car, and then there's a car that is coming forth. And then it can really open up a door for something else. Maybe finding a job. Maybe you are actually working in a certain area because it's closer to you. But when you get the vehicle, it's going to give you the chance to expand outside the comfort zone. It can be symbolizing that. When we get to your heart, I see a number 1 and anchor falling down. One can be actually a reset, being a leader, and or maybe you are managing something like taking charge, taking power. And the anchor you're dropping can symbolize that this is not going to be temporary, and this first thing is going to really merge with the second benefit here, and it's not going to be temporary, it's going to be for the long term. There's a small chunk of money right there, another one right there with a heart shape. This can be also kind of looking like diamond. Any of you, maybe I see letter H here, waiting for a diamond or a commitment from someone. It can be also coming forward, but there's still some time for the second diamond to show up. The first one kind of looks like a small gift, or can be a bag of money or a resource. I would like to see it as a resource as well. We have 6 of Cups here. 6 of Cups might be showing up to tell you that follow your dreams and your passions, because it seems like it's going to start flowing into your life. The resources are going to flow. That's what I would like to say. That small thing can also be a resource. It doesn't have to be always like a money coming in, okay? I see here 2 of Wands is the meaning, it says right there. 2 of Wands is about planning, taking charge of a situation. How can you take charge of the situation? By start planning about it. What's going to happen next? If that's your decision, and when you keep following your decisions and your plans, it will always end. Most of the time, it will end up being your end results. But if you don't have a plan, and if you get dragged by the course basically by the river, let's say, you will end up where the river leads you. But if you have a boat, and if you're guiding your boat to a certain direction, you can stop wherever you want to stop, or you can go further. Okay, you don't get stuck on a little rock. Even if you do, you can get it out of there. Okay, so it's about planning now. We have the Judgment coming forward. She's actually giving birth to this baby, but I need to censor it with a tape right there. So the Judgment Day is coming. There is going to be a reveal. I feel for some of you are going to figure certain things that have been hidden from you. Maybe emotions hidden from you. Maybe intentions hidden from you. But overall, you're not going to get stuck on that, because you have a plan and you're heading towards the direction that you want to. But this is going to give you clarity. Why certain things didn't work out, and how it was good for you that didn't work out. And why certain things actually aligning the way you want it to be, or working out for your highest good. And you're going to figure that out as well. This is also a time of cleansing with the full moon Gemini. I told you the Judgment card is all about letting go of what doesn't serve you, because there's better things, better opportunities, better options are coming forth. And we have here 9 of Swords. This is cruelty here. What happens is with optimism and beautiful, the fears are going to show as well. Some of you might be manifesting longevity, long-term financial stability, security, money, and structure. Optimistic plans are working out perfectly, but at the same time, your fears are coming to surface, and maybe certain things that you're fearful of coming to surface, and maybe you might be falling into the self-sabotage trap, which can show as with the Nine of Swords as maybe not being able to finish things on time, procrastinating, or oversleeping, or feeling tired all the time, because some things are getting better, and if you're not really used to that, it can show up as like danger in your system. Overall though, if you keep pushing forward, 10 of Pentacles is financial security for yourself and family, creating a structure, creating a legacy, and something that is not only beneficial, material success coming into your life, but you're also going to be able to enjoy that, okay, and collect those fruits and enjoy those fruits for the long term. So I feel overall, if you can get past that fearful stage, you're going to be really in a very stable and beautiful situation here. Let's see what Oracle wants you to know right now. We have High Lady of Love and Compassion. Reverence, kindness, and consideration is important during this time with yourself and others. And I feel like overall it's mostly with yourself. Like I said, if you're feeling tired or procrastinating because fear is actually suppressing you, sometimes that happens to the best of us. Give yourself the time. Tell yourself, okay, I'm going to give myself 2 days or maybe a week, whatever that timeline that you can actually give it to yourself, or 10 minutes longer. Like maybe you need to go to work, but you keep snoozing, keep pushing the snooze button. Tell yourself, okay, I'm going to give myself 10 minutes longer. I'm going to sleep 10 minutes and then I'm going to get up and go. Like whatever it is that you can give to yourself, give yourself that time. Your inner child, play with that inner child, and then it's going to really reward you in the best way possible. We have a beautiful heart shape here as your moon card. I am loved beyond measure, and always remind yourself that it's not only like the humans surrounding you, your angels, spirits, and guides, and the creator of all that is. We're all part of them and loves you unconditionally. Okay, never forget that. All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add more videos here. I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.